Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How are you? So good, I hope. I hope. Hey, Nance, how are you? So much to talk about today. I know I feel like I say that every time, but I feel like I do. But then I start to trail off. You know, hey, Carolyn. Hey, Barbara. How are you? So, I'm a little discombobulated today for a couple reasons. Hey, Carmen. Well, let's see. I tore apart my studio, because why wouldn't I, right? Well, I felt like I just needed to just revamp it and make it more user-friendly for me, make it more, I just found a piece of purple tape stuck to my top. Make it more, what I need it to be. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I tore it all apart. And, it's a whole situation right now. Anyway, so the one thing there's a couple things. So it is, hey, Jamie. Hey, Barbara. Did I say Barbara already? Sorry about that, Barbara. One thing I really want to talk about today, or just remind you that my two newest stamp releases for Unity, Whispering Pines, and Pocket Full of Posies are they are only on sale until tonight. After tonight, they go back to the regular price. So until tonight, they are $14.99 a piece, which is a screaming deal for Unity. And there's some amazing samples already out. I haven't even gotten to open mine and play with them because remember I told you I tore apart my whole studio. But whatever. When I'm done, I'm going to be able to be creative like nobody's business. Anyway, just want to be sure that you know that until, I don't know, tonight, today's the last day that they are on sale for $14.99 a piece. That's that. The other thing I want to talk about is Bible journaling. Remember that this is December 19th and it is $20. For that $20, you're going to get me creating right beside you in another Bible. You're going to get my exclusive artwork. You're going to get my exclusive hand lettering, and then like I said, you're going to get me creating right alongside with you, and I will explain what I'm doing as I do it. My supplies are almost always the same, and we're in a private Facebook group, so the only people that are in that private Facebook group are people who have registered for the class. And so I kind of like when it's then when it's just exclusive, like it's just this little tight-knit group. Anyway, just a reminder about that. December 19th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and it is $20. And you can register for it on my website, Anncorbierescottdesigns Corbiere-Scott.com. So, just so you know. So today, hey, and I did, you know what? I recorded it. Nancy, do you have Cox? Because I did get to watch it. I always DVR all the shows that I want to watch because sometimes I might not be able to watch it right then. Anyway, so I did get to watch it. And you know what? If you weren't able to watch it, then I bet you could go online, Nance, and watch it on your computer. On NBC.com. I bet. Hi, Angela. How are you? So today we had talked about, so today's the pop-in paint party. See, I'm all discombobulated. Every Tuesday and Thursday. And then Saturday, don't forget, we always do our artist study, and we are inspired by one of the great masters, and we study their art and that person. And then we, like I said, we are inspired by that person's art, and then we create in our art journals. So be sure to join us. Be sure to join us, because we have ourselves a time. If you're brand new here, please follow me at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Anncorbierescottdesigns. My website, where all of my art printables and my featured classes, is www.Anncorbierescottdesigns.com. And once you have followed me on Facebook, please ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. One of the questions is going to be, what is your email? That's really important that you give me your email so that you can be on the email distribution list. Hey, Laura. So you know all the artsy happenings in the world of Anncorbierescottdesigns. Designs. Okay, so what we said we were going to talk about today was card finishing. So I had a couple of ideas. So let's start with this one. So what I decided I wanted to do with this little independent piece of art is that I am going to take my silver Uniball. I'm going to prime it so we get it going. Come on, pen. Well, wouldn't you know, this one's kind of dead. Anyway, all right, and you know what? I haven't gotten the metallics for the shimmering lights. Let's see if we have something silver in here. We haven't gotten the metallics yet for of the Karen markers, but let's see what's in here. I'm feeling like let's see. What about this twinkle? Because that's kind of I don't know. Can you guys see the, oh, there we go. There, can you see the swatch card? I'm feeling like this twinkle might be the closest to kind of what I'm thinking I want. I want something that's almost like silvery mercury glass. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to pull some of that up here, add a little water, and then I'm going to rinse my brush because I want to be, what I want to do is paint the stripes. So, I just thought that might look kind of festive in a different kind of way. You know what I mean? So I'm going to paint these, and then maybe I can highlight later with the silver pen, because I want it to just be like it doesn't have to be like flat silver. I just want a metallic juxtaposed next to those flat colors. You know what I mean? I just thought that would be kind of a fun contrast. So I'm just gonna paint all of these, and then my idea is I just want it really shiny. So I even thought about doing some, like I said, like doing the silver pen on here, like just kind of random silver pen on here, and then maybe I might like put some diamond glaze over this, or I don't know, something so that it's maybe a little bit dimensional. I thought that might be kind of fun. I'm not really a stickles kind of girl, but you could do that certainly. Carmen, my talented friend, she has created something that I'm going to do a whole blog post on. But what she did, you guys, you're going to die. She put jute on all of these intersecting lines. So beautiful. So beautiful. So I think I'm going to let this coat dry. I am finding that most things that you watercolor, it's a nice idea to let it dry in between coats. The more you kind of let it dry in between coats, the more even your coloring is. Do you know what I mean? Not your coloring, but the coloring that you're putting on there is. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. I just thought that was kind of a cool, I wanted the mercury glass kind of glass look, because I wanted it to kind of be juxtaposed to this really kind of modern geometric tree. And so, okay, so now for this one, I'm thinking, okay, so I have a couple of card bases. So the first thing I wanted to do that was a little bit different is I'm making the card fold this way, right? So I cut it, I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, I cut it in half this way, then I scored across the center. Do you see it? So that's 4 1/4 wide by 5 1/2. And so I cut it at 4 1/2, and then I scored it at 5 1/2. And now I'm going to take my bone folder and fold at that score line, and then right? Okay, so, and then for this piece, I took the piece of art that is the individual piece of art. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Renee. Hi, Deb. This piece, and I remember that I told you I made these each slightly larger. I'm learning as I go along. Slightly larger than what the normal die size is. So this one is larger than an A2. This one is larger than a slimline die. This is 8.5 by 3.5. This one is 4 and a something something. 4 and a half, maybe 4 3/4 by 5 and a half-ish, a little bit longer. And you know your die is going to be slightly smaller than that. And then this is the independent piece. So what I did was I layered 2 dies from My Favorite Things, stitched rectangle dies. So this is what I'm going to do. And die cut it like this. So it looks inlaid, which I think is, shut up. How cute is that? It's kind of quilty, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to layer this one. I'm going to adhere this one flat. And then this one I'm going to pop up. And then I'm going to put our sentiment on this. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So I'm going to start adhering my score tape. How's everybody doing today? Are you making cards along with me? Are you just watching me? Are you, I don't know, washing dishes? Are you, do you know what I mean? It's so crazy, isn't it? The whole situation we are in. You just don't know. All right. So this is my thought process. I haven't decided if I'm going to do something more with the artwork or if I'm just going to leave it watercolor washy the way it is. This stuff is always hard to peel up, isn't it? All right. Make sure you go in the right direction. So this folds down. I'm gonna eyeball that and make sure that it's pretty even. There we go. All right. There's the first layer. Working on a card. Ooh, are you, Nance? I'm anxious to see. So I'm gonna, because this is pretty curly from the watercolors, I'm gonna do my roll it trick to break those fibers a little bit, right? So that it's more flat. And then I'm gonna use this Mongo roll of foam tape. And I like to use a lot of, if I'm using foam squares or foam tape, whatever, I don't like it to have that big sinky part. Do you know what I mean? So I put a strip of it down the center too. So, and you know, if anybody comes up with a better idea, please let me know. Because I'm just kind of winging it. It's just kind of how I kind of saw it. So now I'm going to stick this down. Love that. Do you see that? Look at how beautiful that is. I love it. I love it. I love that it opens this way. I love the simplicity of it. And now I have 3. Okay. I have Eat, Sleep, Be Merry, Repeat, Missing You at Christmas, and Sending Christmas Greetings. This one, it might have to be, that's cute, right? If it was just like this, then I could cut a black strip. Mount it on there and maybe do a little notch in the bottom. Good afternoon, Renee. How are things in your neck of the woods, Renee? Good, I hope. So starting in January, I'm going to be teaching way more classes online through my website during normal times. It feels like crazy to say that, but it's the truth. During normal times, I taught whimsical lettering, Bible journaling, and an art journaling class called Wordsmith Art that we did in old dictionaries. And you know, the crazy thing is I know there are other people out there doing it now, but back when I thought it up, I promise there weren't very many of us doing it. Anyway, I was going to make a notch on the end of that. Dang it. Oh well. All right, so we could do it. Well, what if we did it here? That might be kind of cool. What do you think, you guys? Hey, Lisa, how are you? I'm glad you're back. Cold and wet, Renee. Ew. All right, let's set this aside because I don't exactly know where. Well, you know what? I have some doodads that I'm just thinking. Well, I have those, and I have these little white and black hearts. Okay, because it says sending Christmas greetings, power outages. Oh, golly. No, yeah, me too, Renee, or me too, Nance. Okay, so I got these from Trinity, and I haven't decided. I just got them because they're cute, but seriously, look at them. They're little envelopes. Stop it. How cute are those? Right? I just thought that might be kind of cute on, do you know what I mean? Kind of offset because it's sending. What do you think? Is it too much? Let me know your thoughts. I have big, little, like every size you can imagine. Or I have these little black and white clay hearts. Or I could do a combination of both. I don't know. And these have little red hearts too. Shut it. That might be kind of cute. Anybody got an idea? I don't know. What are you thinking? I like it on this side. Do I like it from up here? Maybe. But it fits here. That's kind of nice. And let's try just the envelopes. Let's see how we like that. Oops, it's upside down. Okay, give me your opinion, you guys. Does that look like too much? Is it too much to have all of the envelopes on here? Does that seem, or do I put the envelope in the center maybe? Is that better? Let's see. I think I like it better in the center than kind of offset, right? What do you guys think? I'm looking at it I'm looking at it on the iPad to see. Only a few envelopes. Okay. Let's see. And do you like them in the center of the heart? I think that around the edge, that's not really working. Do you know what I mean? These. So maybe just envelopes in the center, hearts. Where's that medium? There was one that was a little bit. Maybe that one. Okay, what do you think of that? Yes, center. Let's see. Does that still look like too much, do you think? Maybe I just have one. Let's try that. See what we think of that. What do you think of that? Just one. Do you do this when you're doing your cards? Hem and haw and hem and haw and hem and haw. I think I like that. I think. So let's stick this down. Okay, Nance, what do you think about one? Nancy or somebody else? Debbie, Fredette, Renee, somebody. Let's make it interactive. So Anne's not just talking to herself. Okay, so I'm going to do the sending on the right hand side. What do you think? No more deciding, it's down. Okay, maybe. Oh, maybe 2 clay hearts. Let's see. Just one and maybe, there we go. You do that. Oh, what do you think of that? That's kind of cute. So this whole big box, and I used one little envelope, but come on, they're so cute. I couldn't resist them. I couldn't. I like the white hearts too. So do you think, like maybe, but I like, it needs to be 3 or 5, Melissa. You like it just like that, Nance? You think? Okay, we'll put these away. We'll glue that and set that aside. All right. Put those away. Yay. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Nancy, because it's a small area. I think you're right. Okay. Where's that connect glue? Well, it's not even up here. So I want to get to the point where I can do my lives downstairs, where everything is. So it used to be, I used to do it up here because the light was so good, but now the sun sets in a different way, and so I'm just gonna set this up here. Okay, so now for this. Here's my thought. I have another one of those card bases that folds at the top, right? Well, I did. Here we go. So again, I'm going to fold that. And then do a nice score with my bone folder. All right. And now I used this die from Gina Marie. Her stuff is so beautiful. Where's the poker? Anybody see it? It's got to be up here somewhere. Because do you see, the only dilemma with with this die is, do you see the 900 little pokey things? There we go. Okay, so I just take my pokey tool and just pop them all out because it's so pretty when it lays on white cardstock or another color, if you happen to have another color. I did a card where I did some swipes with distressed glaze underneath. It was so pretty. It was so pretty. And then I in one of these mats on top. How are we doing on time, Nance? Are we about halfway done? Because I have 2 more cards to do. I have this card and 1 more. Sometimes I get lucky and they all just fall out. Not always, though. But I have found if I just do it right down on the table, then it has something to rest upon the table, like the table. Then it does come out easier. So let's see, what is new since I talked to you on Tuesday? Well, I tore apart my studio. And you know what happens when you do that? You find so much weird stuff. That you're like, seriously? When did I? Number one, some things you're like, why did I buy that? I don't even like it. But for some reason you did at the time. Because our taste changes, you know? It evolves. So our Keeley girl had her, had a little surgery today. So we need to be sending all our positive vibes to her. Tonight is what? Tonight is, oh, Grey's Anatomy. Does anybody else still watch it? I love that show. Grey's Anatomy and Engine 19. I love both of those shows. And you know, I've been noticing that they're doing a really good job showing the pandemic and how they're all having to deal with it, and how medical staff is having to deal with it. I can't even imagine it. I can't even imagine it. I just love them both. I do. That's for sure. See, this is so tedious, but I just feel like it's worth the work. The payoff is so pretty. So I did a I used an embossing folder for the center of this, but I don't know. Let's just yeah, they do, like Chicago. Did you watch all the Chicago shows that aren't coming back till January? Whatever. So frustrating. Hey Brenda, how are you? I thought that it was good insight, I think, for us to see. I mean, I know it's a fictional show and everything, but for us to see like inside of their world a little bit, and how that must be. How do you shut it off? How do you not carry that inside of you? You know, that's got to be just devastating. Okay. So, here's my thought. So I got this die from GinaMarie.com. Maybe it's GinaMarieDesigns.com. Okay, so my thought was this on top of white, and this kind of a plaid kind of embossing folder, and then this on top of that. But let's see if it looks too, if there's not enough contrast. I don't know. We'll see. But the other thing I was thinking was that I want to pop this, I think, with pop dots, or with foam tape, I mean. I just love that little bit of dimension, how that just changes the look of everything, you know? Okay, what do you think? So let's put some, well, number one, I need to break up the fibers. On this one, and put some foam tape behind it. So Gina Marie Designs, and her stuff is so beautiful. And here's the thing, she has it in slimline too. Slimline and A2. Let's see. Da da da. Okay. Let's see. So do you see, look, I just love the way that lacy frame. I just think that it looks so, it just is like the perfect little touch. And you know what? That's not really usually my go-to. My go-to is not lacy like that, but I just love it. Okay, so what do you think of this? Is there enough contrast between the tree and this, or should we do this? What do you think? There's a lot of contrast there. Let's see. Okay. I like, you know what? The black is really, it does really pop, doesn't it? And then this, just like that. Okay. But do we add some of the black and white clay hearts on the tree? What do you think of that? I know, I think the black really is way better, don't you? So let's get some adhesive on the back of this. So what do you think about the clay hearts, you guys? Okay. Hi, Mom. How are you today? So I'm going to do this up a little bit higher because I want to be able to do my sentiment down here. Yeah. And then I'm going to fiddle with the clay hearts because I really think that will be, that will be a nice finishing touch. All right. All right. Look how pretty that is. I know these are just kind of here, there, and everywhere, but just kind of bear with me. Hey, Lynn, how are you? I know, it's just so much better on the black, isn't it? Hi, Dad. All right. So, what do you think? Does that look like too much? Do I need to move them around a little bit? Maybe not in the little bitties. Maybe that feels a little bit, it's kind of overwhelming for those little spots. I don't know, what do you think? I don't know. I'm going to set this one aside because I just feel like I'm going to hem and haw about that one a lot too. So I'm setting it beside the other one we just did. And now I have this one. Oh, just the black hearts. Okay, let's try that. Like black hearts all over the whole thing, Naomi, or just... I mean, that might be kind of nice because of the black background. Okay, what do you think of that? Or do you think... Well, I like that, Renee. Well, remember I told you guys about my okay, so I took the white off. What do you think now? Now I don't remember. I think you're right, Naomi. I think that's really quite striking, isn't it? I really like that. But I think the little areas are too little. Like it's kind of overwhelming. Ta-da! Hey Kim, how are you? I'm really liking that. Oh, really? Oh, that's so cool, Naomi. That's so cool. Okay, so now for the final card. So I have a big fat mess is what I have. Okay, so for my slimline, I cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper of cardstock, 7 by 8.5, right? So I just cut it at 7 across, and now I'm feeling like I'm gonna fold and score. Right? So, and we're gonna open this one. And then we're gonna adhere this. Stop, look how pretty that is. So we use our score tape. Oh, that's an idea, Renee. That's an idea to do a different color heart on the white one. I'll have to fiddle around with that. There we go. So there's our base. And now this I die cut with a stitched slimline from Trinity. And I feel like I'm not exactly sure what I want to do on here. I don't know if I want to letter on here, if I want to leave it, because I do have a sentiment, eat, sleep, be merry, repeat, that I could put on there. It got some green on it, so I thought I could just paint it green again. But I was also feeling like if I don't use that, I could just put Merry Christmas from Jeff and Ann, or I don't know. I could letter something. But these just feel like they're just dying for something, don't they? Like they just want some kind of, like the white hearts or the black hearts. I don't know. What do you think? Or red hearts. I think I might even have some. Well, I have some red hearts in the, there. I have all these different color hearts. That might be kind of cool. And I think I might have all different color stars. And I thought I had all different color circles, and I think the all different color circles might be kind of cool. And I have these, which are so cool. It pays to have friends in high places, I'm telling you guys. The other day, I don't know if you saw, but Lauren posted a card with these three these three triangle trees, and she did the sky dark, and then she did these snowflakes. Stop it. That might be cool too, snowflakes. I want to find those all different color circles though, because I thought that might be kind of cool. Oh, I have these all different colors. Those are kind of cool. What do you think of that? I have shiny red sequins. That's kind of pretty. I have those. Maybe I just dreamed I had those all different color circles. I don't know. Nope, they're there. Okay. So, let's look, shall we? Which circles? Which circles, Naomi? These. Okay, so I'm going to take the hearts and the stars away. And then I have these three kinds of circles. Okay, so I have the red circles, I have the multicolor circles, and then I have the clay circles. Shall we try them? Hey Sue, how are you all the way up in Wisconsin? Good, I hope. Okay, let's try these. Okay, so there's these that are kind of shiny, hi Patricia, how are you? Okay, these multicolors or the, okay, what do you think of these? So everybody kind of take a gander at that. Oh, there's also green. That's kind of cool. I could do something in every circle. Or just every now and again. I have those kind of close together, don't I? Put that there. Mm. Well, I am so glad to hear that, Patricia. Okay. So does everybody kind of get an idea with what these look like? The thing about these, I love these, but remember that they are clear, so they're going to, then clear and they're going on top of a color. Okay, so everybody look at that. All right, let's try these. Clay. The cool thing about the clay is that you can't see through them, right? They're, I'm not loving these, you guys. Well, that, I didn't like that light green, that's for dang sure. What do you think of that? Or we could do the shiny red circles. So take a look at that. Tell me what you think. And then let's try the shiny red circles. Notice that all of my doodads are from High Supply, except those little envelopes. I got those from Trinity. I couldn't resist. They're so cute. These are all the same size, so I'll just be putting them in the bigger circles. I'm kind of liking these. What do you guys think? Aren't they? I'm really liking these red too. That's really pretty, I think. And I could do them here too. I could certainly do them on this tree. I think they certainly show up more. I kind of like all red too, Nance. I do. I think because they make a bold statement on something. Stop it, Naomi. I know, we've all been inside for so long, haven't we? It's the craziest. It's the craziest. All right. I'm wondering if we could sneak a few over here too. Maybe one up high and one down low. I think that's better. Or maybe on the line. Whoops, I lost it. Okay, and then remember, we're going to lay it on top of this. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. I love it. I love it. And that, I'm telling you, that little bit of that black lacy frame is just perfect, isn't it? It is, it is, it is. You like the translucent one? Well, it's not like I can't make another one, Renee. That's for dang sure. I certainly can. So how's everyone doing? Anybody have any good ideas for their own Christmas cards? I think it's pretty, but you know what? I can totally make another one. That's for sure. I just have some gluing to do that now. That's it. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to yawn. I think we're almost out of time. Are we, Nance? I think. I hope that everybody got some ideas for finishing cards, trying some new things. Let's see, where are we? There's the first one with the insert, the inlay. Here's the second with the, the second. I know, right, Renee? No yawning allowed at all. Here I am. There's that, there's that, there's that. Fun. 3 totally different cards, all from the same sheet. Ooh, and because, you know what? I could totally do this green, paint this green, and then I could just have it hanging down. All right. Well, I think I can let you go. I think that I really like that. I really like that. I just think it's like a little pop up in the corner. And I will probably paint it green and then matte it on black too. I hope everybody is inspired to go out and create and, you know, make some Christmas cards. And don't forget to meet me on Saturday, right back here, when we study another artist. I can hardly wait to share them with you. This time, the artist is Japanese. That's all I'm telling you. I adore you all. Thank you so, so much for joining me, and I'll see you Saturday. Bye, guys.